Langmusa, a predominantly Tibetan town, is classed as part of Gansu province, but actually straddles the border of Gansu and Sichuan. The town sits at an altitude just shy of 3,500 metres and couldn't be in a more beautiful location, nestled between the grey mountains of northern Sichuan and the red rock ridges of southern Gansu. The town makes a good base for hikes and horse riding, or if you are feeling brave enough, staying with some local nomads. See my last video for that. Within the town itself, however, there are two wonderful Tibetan monasteries, the Serti Monastery on the Gansu side and the Kerti Monastery on the Sichuan side. Well, I'm just sheltering under these trees from the rain for a minute. I'm in the grounds of the Kirti Monastery, which is also known as the Sichuan Monastery, given that it's on the other side of the river and therefore not in Gansu province anymore. It's home to around 700 monks, and it was founded in the early 1400s. Again, pretty special place. The older of the two monasteries, the Kerti Monastery, was founded in 1413 and is an active place of worship for monks and a school for the many young Tibetans here. The monks in training attend a school here inside the monastery and had a million questions, mostly about the NBA. The monastery was very peaceful with very few visitors, mainly just the monks and the pilgrims who come from the countryside to circumambulate. That's walking around religious buildings to you and me. Also, the occasional big Tibetan mastiff. So once you walk all the way through this monastery, and it is big, of course, all these monasteries, they are huge, they're kind of towns unto themselves really. Right at the back of the monastery there's a gorge in the mountains called Namo Gorge, and that's where I'm going to head right now. I didn't go too far down the gorge. It was the river was pretty high and it was slippy, a bit treacherous. And if you watched my last series about I went down the Han River, I didn't mention this in my video, but I fell badly in a little village called Shuhe, and I think I've cracked a couple of ribs. So I'm being very, 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 very cautious at the moment. I really don't want to fall again. The Serti Monastery, or Gansu Monastery as it is commonly known, was founded in 1748 and sits high above the town. The views from the higher tiers of the complex give wonderful views over the town and the surrounding mountains. Just north of the Serti Monastery is the town's sky burial site. You can actually go and visit and have a look. I, however, didn't, as I don't necessarily think it would be appropriate for me to do so. I think some things should probably be left sacred. In Tibetan cultures, sky burials have a long history, dating back to the Bon religion, which predates Tibetan Buddhism. After a person has died, the body is chopped into pieces with an axe and left for the vultures. The idea being that the body, which is now an empty vessel given Tibetan belief in rebirth or reincarnation, should be given back to nature. Langmusa has long been on my list of places to visit in China, and it really didn't disappoint. Although the town itself is a bit of a construction site at the moment, the monasteries were absolutely fantastic, as was the surrounding countryside. If visiting Langmusa, pack for every type of weather if possible. I didn't, and the weather turned really cold on my last day, and I was in shorts. Actually, it snowed heavily, which apparently is not a common occurrence in August, but it can happen. It was, however, time to leave Langmusa and southern Gansu and head towards Lanzhou, where I was going to continue my journey through central and northern Gansu on the Silk Road. Keep an eye out for that next video coming very soon, and see you all shortly.